have money enough to fit your lifestyle, then if anyone is coming into your life, it should be that they are adding to it, not actually making you who you are. Learn from me. I don't used to hear what I have coconut head, but lucky for you, you have me. Learn. If not, you're gonna learn the hard way and you're gonna cry. Hi babies, Angela Ramadvi here, but you can call me the Night Goddess, and you're welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm just going to be having a very quick chat with my girlies, and we're going to be talking about dating tips that I think every lady needs to know. Now, whoever we're dating is a representation of how we see ourselves. So if you're going to be dating an abuser, someone that is abusive emotionally or physically, then it's a representation of how you see yourself. If you feel like that is what you're worth, then that's what you take. So these tips are in no particular order. I just came out here to share them. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So the first tip I'd like to share is, as a lady, if you're going to be in a relationship, I'd advise you have a life of your own. It is so important to have something going on for you, something happening in your life, because when you don't have a life of your own, you don't have something you're doing, something to occupy your time, you tend to want to bombard the person you're dating with everything. If you don't have an identity of your own, what you're known for, what you do, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, then whatever your partner brings to you, you just take, because there's nothing there. It's just like an empty slate, and then whatever he brings in, you paint with it. So as a lady, if you decide to be in a relationship, I would always advise you have something going on in your life so you don't become fully emotionally dependent on your partner. Not that it is bad to be dependent. I feel we are, as a community, we're supposed to be able to depend on one another. But when you totally and fully depend on someone for emotional support, for financial support, for everything, then you lose your value. And this is not just for women, this is for everyone. If you're going to be in a relationship, have your own identity so that whenever the person comes, you don't rebrand yourself or mold yourself to fit in the idea that the person has. So you have something going on for you. Another tip I'd like to share is, if you're going to be in a relationship, I'd advise you put in the work in yourself. This goes hand in hand with having your own identity, but you need to put in the work in yourself so you don't dump all your traumas from your past relationship, from your childhood, into your new relationship. The abusive relationship isn't really the problem. It is the relationship after the abusive one. That's the problem. Now, I'm not just talking about sexual relationships or romantic relationships. It could be your relationship with your parents, daddy issues, mommy issues, and all that. It could be traumas from your childhood. If you don't deal with those things, please excuse the noise. If you don't deal with those things before going into a new relationship, you might be the problem, and your partner might say something or do something that triggers you without you knowing that this is your trigger, and then you act out based on how you've been treated before. You act out based on how you felt before, based on how someone else made you feel. And then when you dump all this trauma into your new relationship, it makes it even more difficult to truly connect with your partner. Another tip I'd like to share, or dating advice, because at this point, take it from someone that has been through premium shiggy, but still we're fighting to build healthy relationships. So another tip I'd like to share, this one is mostly for my ladies. If you're going to be in a relationship, I'd advise 110% that you have your own money. See, the amount of shiggy you would avoid, the amount of finish you will avoid when you have your own money, when you have you don't have to be a billionaire to when I mean have your own money, I don't mean be a billionaire. Please be a billionaire. I'd like that for you. But when I say have your own money, make sure you have enough, what I call vex money. I call like, make sure you have money to be able to push and walk out whenever you smell disrespect. Because if a guy notices that you don't have your own money, he has to get you food, he has to get your hair done, he has to get your nails done. If he doesn't do this for you, then your life is finished. That is the worst thing that can happen to you, because trust me, there is no way this person would respect you fully. We're human beings, okay? And people like to test their limits. So if maybe he gets you a phone today and then he gets angry and be like, oh, give me the phone, I wouldn't advise you date someone that is dumb like that. But just in case, have your own money. See, that's a point on its own. It needs no explanation. Just have your own money, because the amount of shaggy you will see if you don't have your own money, these men will disrespect you. They would speak to you rudely when they know that, oh, what's she going to do? Get angry and leave? Because they know you can't leave, since they are the one footing and providing the lifestyle that you're living. So have your own money, have money enough to fit your lifestyle. Then if anyone is coming into your life, it should be that they are adding to it, not actually making you who you are. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, just have your own money as a girl, please. Hey, even as a guy, have money. If not, you see shaggy premium. I'm not even. The next tip or advice I'd like to share is for you to be very clear on your values. When I say values, I mean your do's and your don'ts. I'm talking about your red flags, the things you can compromise on, and the things that you cannot compromise on. Like, these are my core values. For me, it is disrespect. I do not tolerate disrespect, no matter who you are. You can have heaven and earth, but the minute I smell disrespect, I'm out the door. I can have just 2K in my account, but you see me, I'm gonna walk out the door. And I want ladies to be that confident, be confident enough to do that. If you're not clear on what you can take and what you can't take, what you can put up with and what you cannot, then people will just dish anything out for you and expect you to just accept it. And if you do once, you'll do it again. Another core value to me is I do not tolerate abuse. Physical, emotional, I don't tolerate abuse. Like, the minute I smell that you're abusive, I'm out the door. I have never been with someone that is abusive before, but I have friends that have been through that, and for me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if you say you love me, then I don't see anything in this world that I'll do to you that will actually make you raise your. Are you seeing how small I am? I'm just saying, I cannot tolerate abuse. You see, physical abuse, I have seen how it is. I haven't been there myself, but I have seen how it is, and I know that there is nothing in this world, God please help me, nothing in this world will make me settle for someone that would abuse me physically. Like, please no. So be firm on your values and the things you can tolerate and the things that you cannot. So when the person comes, you understand that this is what you want. And then when the person dishes out, you know that, oh, I'm not compromising on this. And so the person has to go if they hit that red flag. But if it's something you're willing to compromise on, then discuss it with the person. Another dating tip I'd like to share with you is to always communicate openly. I know as ladies we expect these men to read our minds. They can't, which is a shocker. But then learn to communicate your needs, your values, things that upset you, your traumas. Hold on for the trauma part. Your needs, your values. Learn to communicate what you need. Be able to be open with this person, since this is your romantic partner. So I'd advise you learn to communicate clearly, audibly, and don't just assume that as your partners, they'll know. They won't, trust me. They won't. See, some of these guys need it to be spelled out for them. So spell it out. Spell it out for them and have peace of mind. Let it be know that, oh, I told you this and you still did otherwise. Get where I'm going with that? So another dating tip or advice I'd like to give with my ladies is, See, we ladies, we like to yap. We are always, especially when we like someone, we just want them to know, oh, when I was 5 years old, my daddy took me to this farm and snake bites me.
Oh my god.
See, there are some things that should be for just your girlies. There are some things that you tell to just your family, and there are some things that you don't tell to anyone. You keep it to yourself. See, you will learn. You're gonna learn. Like, I learned the hard way. See, if you are dating someone that is emotionally abusive, what you're doing is giving them tools to use against you. I've been there. Learn from me. I don't used to hear what that coconut head for. Lucky for you, you have me. Learn. If not, you're gonna learn the hard way and you're gonna cry. So girls, please, let's tone it down a notch with how much we share with our partners. I'm not saying be secretive, but there's some things like your childhood traumas and the rest that you deal with personally, but you don't really bring it to the relationship for them to know about it, because if you're not careful, the person could actually use it against you. So there's that. Another dating tip I'd like to give to my ladies is keep the spicy pics to yourself. See, I'm looking for a way to go around this particular one, just dodge some bullets and then move ahead. But then put it out simply, whatever goes out in the internet, you cannot take it back today. The way you can take it back, and people will judge you and not judge the person that you share them with. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from, but you sending nudes and pics to your romantic partner, let's leave it at that. Because I didn't really want to make this video lengthy. I just wanted to have a little girl to girl chat and tips. And if you have other dating tips and advice you'd like us young ladies to learn, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section and let us talk, because then some of us be messing up big time. Like, Another dating tip or advice I have for my girlies is to date someone that cares about you or loves you way more than you love the person, because as ladies we tend to we are soft and emotional, and the more we stay with someone, the more we love. But with these people, with this gender, it doesn't work like that for them. Allow this person to earn your love and your trust over time. Learn to build love. I'm not saying get with someone that you don't care about. There should be a certain level of attraction, but don't be the one putting in all the effort for the relationship to work. Because if you start on that path, my love, you're going to cry, because then it will get to a certain time, they just relax and let you do the work. And as ladies, we are supposed to be the ones relaxed and in our feminine and let these guys spoil us. So keep the loving for your babies, okay? Keep the loving for later. Let them earn it. Let them work for it. So the next dating tip or advice I'd like to share with my girlies is to not throw away your previous friendship just because you got into a relationship. I've been there, done that. I cried, got over it. But trust me, it's not worth the heartache. The relationships you had before your partner got into your life, before your partner came into your life, those are important too. Those are people that have seen you at your lowest, at your highest, and they should be part of your beautiful journey into the relationship. And when you start drawing away from them just so you can draw closer to the person, and then there's no balance, and then you make this person your all in all, when things go south, it'll be difficult to come back to those relationships and have comfort, because they're supposed to be like your safe space. I'm talking about your girlfriends now. They're supposed to be like your safe space, people that you can talk to. I don't advise sharing all your relationship problems with your friends though, but I'm just saying you don't throw your friends away simply because you're in a relationship. There's one particular person in my life that needs to hear this. So don't throw your friends away simply because you're in a relationship. Learn what to share and what not to share to your friends and your spouse. Don't talk bad about your friends to your spouse, because that is where he'll have time to say, oh, your friends are bad for you, da 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 da, you should leave them. And then when you start disassociating from the people that you're supposed to be with, your friends, your homies, you start giving them space or start ghosting them simply because you're in a relationship. It means you're isolating yourself from people that actually can see outside the box. Now, when you're in the relationship as a girl, most times we tend to like think with our hearts, and we oversee some level of disrespect that when you're with your friends, they'll be able to see through the bullshit and call you back to order. They are the ones that can actually bring your brains back where you left it in that relationship. Now, if you start telling your boyfriend about everything that goes on in your friendship, the things they did to you that is wrong, and then he has like he would be able to disassociate you from your friends, and then he can treat you the way he wants, and you wouldn't even have anybody to cry or complain to. So baby girl, please don't throw it away your girlfriends, except they're toxic and bad for you. But other than that, don't throw away your girlfriends. They're a very important source for you as a strength, as a source of strength for you as a woman. They're like your community, and you should not throw them away because of a man, because of Adam. Please don't, sis. So another dating tip, like I said, this video is just a rant. I just needed to chat with my girlies because I've been seeing a lot of us acting sometimes like when we fall in love, we just throw our brain somewhere, or we just give it to the guy, like, take my brain. Another tip I'd like to share, dating tip or advice that I'd like to share with my girlies, is that no matter what, do not lose yourself for a man. What I mean by that is, for example, you have a dream, you have a passion, and this is something that you really enjoy doing. Do not let anyone you're dating take that away from you, because at the end of the day, you still need your own identity in that relationship. If you need your own identity. I can't even stress, like, you need your own identity no matter what, because if you don't have something going on for yourself, when that person is no longer in your life, you just fall back to square zero. You lose yourself, and you would hate that you did that to yourself at the end of the day, and you start feeling resentful, and it's really not nice as a lady. Another dating tip or advice I'd like to share with my ladies is to not let society determine your standards. Do not let society determine your standards. Now, most of the guys we have these days just want to be princesses. No offense to my high valued men. Now, if your standard is that you would only date a provider man, don't let society make you do otherwise, because you're going to hate yourself for doing that. If the one you want is someone that you can go 50-50 with, it's your choice, sis. So don't let society tell you that these are things that you should do or not do. At the end of the day, I know some of my girlies will still do their mind, but I just thought to come out here and share these tips and advice with you. Like I said, I didn't want the video to be extremely long. I'm having space issue, so I'm trying to make like short videos till I'm able to fix that. So please let me know in the comment if you'd like to see a part 2 for this video, because trust me, lots of tips to share and I am itching, but because of my space I cannot. And if I decide to, trust me, this video will be like an hour long. So let me know if you want me to share more tips in my next video, Also drop topics that you'd like us to discuss here. This is a safe space and I want you all to feel comfortable, okay? So don't forget to check out my video on how to build impenetrable confidence, because when you are confident as a lady, you know your stand, you know what you want and what you don't want, what you can take and what you cannot, and it makes dating life easy because you have a personality of your own. Don't also forget to check out my video about the bare minimum in dating, in relationship, so you don't start taking bare minimum. I see you next week. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and I love you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.